Hey everybody, it's Melissa Shelley here, and I'm here to tell you about my journey with Crohn's disease. I was diagnosed about 20 years ago with Crohn's disease after a bout with the flu. I never recovered from the flu fully and had a lot of weight loss and pain and diarrhea and all the things that go along with Crohn's disease. And I was pretty lucky that it only took 2 months to be diagnosed. I ended up in the hospital, and I missed my high school graduation. I missed a lot of my senior year of varsity softball. A lot of things I missed that year because I was so sick. And then over the next 10 years or so, I went in and out of remission. It never really stopped me from doing the things I wanted to do. I went to college. I got a degree in computer information systems. Got married. I've had a couple of kids. I've run 5Ks. I've just never really let it get in the way of me living my life and doing the things that I want to do. I just might have to do them differently, and it might take me longer. So I adjust. But back in 2001, I became pregnant with my oldest. I had him in 2002. And shortly after he was born, I ended up back in the ER. We're talking a few days. After we came home, I was back in the ER with a bladder infection, and while I was there, I started to have a lot of pain. They did an ultrasound, and they couldn't really figure out what the issue was and why I was having so much pain. I couldn't walk upstairs. I couldn't hardly do anything. Couldn't take care of my son. So I'm really thankful that my husband was there to do all of those daily baby tasks that need to be done, and just handed him to me for feedings. They figured out that it was probably from adhesions that was causing all of the pain, and after 6 weeks or so of living on Vicodin and missing out on a lot of the first 6 weeks of his life because of the Vicodin, I finally came out of that fog and was able to be the mom I wanted to be for him. Fast forward 9 months later, and I felt a lump on my right abdomen, and the doctors thought it was just a cyst on my ovaries, but it didn't go away, and the pain got worse. I ended up in the ER. They actually gave me Remicade in the ER, which is not something I recommend, because nobody checked on me the entire time the infusion was going, which in hindsight, that was not a very good thing. Went in to see my doctor, and they were surprised that they put me on the Remicade in the ER. But I started on a Remicade schedule, figured out I needed to stop nursing because my son had an ear infection, and nobody told me I needed to stop. But with the second infusion, I found out I'm extremely allergic to Remicade, and I started throwing up profusely. Not something I ever want to experience again. I couldn't breathe. This was after 5 minutes or less of being on the infusion. Fast forward another 5 months, 4 CAT scans, a colonoscopy, upper GI X-ray, all sorts of tests. They finally figured out that I had an abscess, and that's what was causing all of my issues. I could barely eat any food without being in severe pain. I ended up having surgery, and they removed 3 feet, 18 inches of large intestine and 18 inches of small intestine. And I've never felt better. I've never had another flare-up with the Crohn's. The only lingering issue I have is needing to use the bathroom multiple times a day. But I'm working on that. It's been since almost 10 years now, and I think I might have finally found a solution for that issue. I'm currently on Pentasa. I've been on Asacol before, didn't do anything. Imuran, Remicade, Entocort, Prednisone, and now I'm just on Pentasa. I don't think it's doing anything for me, but I continue to take it because the doctor tells me to. I also take a lot of supplements. I never met a supplement I wouldn't try, so that's keeping me quite healthy. And I work out, I run, I'm currently doing a Jillian Michaels 30-day shred, and I'm really enjoying the results that I'm seeing. I try to stay as active as I can because I know that when I am in a flare, I can't do as much as what I'm doing now, and life just sucks. So I'm trying to enjoy life to the fullest while I can, for as long as I can. So that is my journey with Crohn's disease, and I just want to give a shout out to the group IBD Journeys. You guys are great friends and family, and it's just a great group to share all of our struggles and successes that we have with this disease, and just to know that there's someone out there that's dealing with the same issues that we're dealing with. So with that, I'm Melissa Shelley, and that is my journey.